All right, guys. We did a predictions dark event. The
Yeah.
randomizer didn't participate, and yeah, we get it. Lou. You're excited. We got to do a recap
Awesome.
for it. We got to do it. We got to do a recap for it. So let's do the recap for Impact Sacrifice 2023.
I wish I could sacrifice this prediction.
Welcome to TFS Pod, always known as the Few Show Podcast. This is 24/7 Lou and that.
Ray Card saying, "Curse you, Impact, and your dumb booking."
And that.
The one-man band, and I concur.
Yes, folks, let me tell you something. From the highest mountain to the lowest valley and everywhere in between, we are the beasts of the East, the best in the West. You are listening to TFS Pod. Your girlfriend, your pets, your friends, and
your adult film stars' favorite #1 podcast to listen to. And One Man Band has a shout out.
Yes, as the international cultured man that I am, I am dedicating this one to the very, very beautiful German, and we say beautiful in certain places, Katya Kasim.
I love it. You guys are so great.
yes, we
That's
are.
right. However they say in German. Great to have.
Ich liebe some.
Come on, we're offending our international audience here.
Sorry, I'll refer to
Ike bin
I'll refer to my friend.
big ass. How about that? Ike lieben Sie big ass.
Yeah, I
No.
definitely do.
Lou, let's keep going.
Definitely
Anyway,
do.
all right. So yeah, in this episode we're doing a recap of Sacrifice. It was a dark match. That's why you didn't hear our predictions, which
It's
means
a dark event. So
Dark
for
event.
those of you who
Sorry.
are unaware, every so often throughout the year, because we're all human, we all need to take a vacation. Some of us want to fly to Los Angeles to try to convince WWE to
you know what? I messed up. I went a week before.
Yeah, you did. You did mess up. Lou.
I was at SoFi waiting to get in. I'm like, wait, what? Why is nobody here? I was in LA a week before WrestleMania.
You were there, and you were looking at stagehands. You're like, hey, where's Triple H?
Yeah.
I got some booking ideas for him.
Yeah, I had papers with like ideas and stuff.
Oh man. But anyways, yeah, some of us we like to take a trip every now and again. So in the spirit of keeping up with predictions,
Yes.
and for the sake of giving people points, even though it somehow doesn't work out for us.
Works out for me.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a moment. Even though it doesn't work out for us, we do predictions dark events.
Yep.
And what the rules are for that is, if you get a perfect score on them, you don't get an extra point. It's only 1 point up for grabs. It's between a private chat. All the main contributors provided via text submission, and the randomizer sits it out. So it's actually, we tend to do it for throwaway pay-per-views, which Sacrifice definitely was. Sorry for anybody who liked it.
But before we get to that, the one-man band, give us that line that everybody loves.
Rickard, get the scoreboard.
Do you really want to hear the score?
I do.
Yeah, of course you do. Because breaking the tie for first place, and once again in the lead, even though he was the last person to submit picks for it.
Huh.
We've got at first place with 5 points, 24/7 Lou.
Woo!
Followed closely behind in second place with 4 points. The one-man band.
Awesome.
Hey, I'll take it.
Awesome.
Yep. And then you got in Three points. Main event, Jeff. No sound effect. Okay.
Awesome!
Ah, you
Fine,
just
how
read
about-
the sound effects now.
How about this one?
All right, I don't know if we have the appropriate sound effect for this one, but following him in fourth place is Bogey with 2 points. Oh, damn. I thought we had the sound effect. I thought we had the sound effect where he gets the same 50 words. But
No, I don't have that one.
no, I guess we don't have that one ready. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. And then following Bogey at fifth place. No, it is not me. It is the randomizer at 1 point.
1.
And everyone else is at 0,
Man,
including me.
that just doesn't feel right.
I know.
This
I
does not
know.
feel right.
It is.
Does not feel right.
I can't believe this. We are a quarter of the way into the year, and I still haven't gotten.
You're
on the
right. It
board.
doesn't feel
I
right.
am-
It's weird. Are you
Yeah.
participating?
Yes, I am. I am tied with Jay Few, who has not participated aside from at Royal Rumble. I have probably one of the worst scores for a year so far. This has been brutal.
See, this shows me. I'm gonna stop saying that. Hey, you're copying my picks. You're copying my picks because obviously you're not.
Oh, man.
Damn. We talked about that yesterday. You said that line, and I said that was brutal. I said don't use that on the show, and you used it on the show.
Oh, you said don't
Man.
use it. I think you said
Big
use
burn.
it on the show. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Burn,
Yeah,
burn.
that's
I
fine.
thought you said
Burn,
use it. I like it.
I liked it. I liked it. I knew it was gonna. Oh man, it stings. Let's get this over. Let's get this recap over with.
Let's go. Yeah.
Because
Let's go with
forget
this one.
at this point, forget the road to WrestleMania. I need a road to redemption. Please, let's just get this recap over with so we can look towards the future.
Yeah, we're gonna have an exciting week of predictions coming up. We have Multiverse. We have NXT. It's gonna be crazy. It's
Stand
gonna
and
be fun.
deliver. WrestleMania night 1, night 2. 4 points are on the board. Nobody has, except for Lou, more than 4 points. So it could be a game changer because we have the potential for perfect scores, 8 points maximum,
Oh my God.
4 points minimum. We could see a big change by the end of this weekend. I'm hoping for a big change.
Yes. Here we go.
But
Let's go.
Yeah, down to the brass tacks. Here we go. Impact Sacrifice featured. We had, Lou, what was the first match?
Eddie Edwards versus Bunhar Gujar. Oh,
Yes.
Bun
Yeah. So
Pindar.
this was
Bunpinder Jakar. I would say it.
yeah. So this one was a pre-show match. We actually did not do predictions for it.
Yeah.
So
Eddie
it was
Edwards wins.
Eddie Edwards wins, and we move on. Yeah, there weren't predictions for this.
There was also
in typical Impact fashion, nobody. We did predictions for 9 matches, and then they did 10 matches, and one of them wasn't even. One of them that was made was dropped. So
yeah.
yeah.
Then we also had
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll go through it. Rosemary with Jessica. They defeated the Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Kaylin King and Taylor Wilde.
Well, they weren't. It was
Wilde.
a singles match. You
It was
just
a
had
singles.
Jessica. You had Jessica and Taylor Wilde at ringside as managers. It was a singles match between Rosemary and Kaylin King.
Yeah, so no title was exchanged here, so it was a single.
No title was exchanged, and this was not a good night for people with the last name King, apparently.
Yes. Next matchup, which I heard was a good match, I missed it. I couldn't watch it. Was Mike Bailey defeating Jonathan Grisham, which
Via submission, which, okay, this one was actually the point decider between a couple people. Because a lot of people went Jonathan Grisham. Main Event Jeff went Jonathan Grisham.
yeah,
One Man Band went Jonathan Grisham. But me and Lou both said Mike Bailey. And the reasoning was, well, Lou, you give your reasoning.
yeah,
We got
I
the
was
same
going on. Grisham won the first one, which I lost a point on that one, and I'm like, you know what? They're trying to build up a story here, so yeah, it has to be Mike Bailey taking this. And what happened?
Mike Bailey won via submission. Yes, same idea. So another singles match. It's a rematch.
You know, it's kind of hard with Impact.
No new-
I have to say one thing.
it's just no new stipulation.
Let me add one.
Like, yeah.
Let me add one thing here. It's hard with Impact trying to predict like storylines and stuff, what's going on, like whenever they start them and finish them with people, because they move around so much and there's so many shows back to back to back that it's not like there's not like a long draw of a storyline. So like look at, we just had that one last week. Now we have another one going on, Multiverse. So now it won't follow the storylines of what's going on there because they're competing against New Japan. But yet still, it's very short turnaround for these storylines to build up on the TV shows to then have the pay-per-view event to watch. And also, they're doing it on a Friday for crying out loud. You're competing against SmackDown.
Yeah.
So,
Competing against SmackDown, which, by the way, and they're losing in that competition.
oh, you see numbers?
With me, anyways. With me, anyway.
In your household.
I know where my eyes are drawn, and it's SmackDown.
All right, so let's go to the next matchup.
Our next matchup was Joe Hendry defending the Digital Media Championship against Brian Myers
Joe Hendry.
in what was the shortest match of the night, if you don't count the pre-show matches. Under 9 minutes, Joe Hendry got the win.
Yeah, I call that one. I knew right now Brian Myers is jobbing. I don't see a storyline working around him. And now that Matt's gone, right?
We had Matt's not there. Is my understanding. He's probably doing more independents.
Well, I think he's on WWE.
Well, they keep saying that, but I think they want him as Zack Ryder, and I don't think he wants to do it.
Oh, I hope not. Please don't.
I would prefer Zack Ryder, honestly.
Really?
Just because. Yes.
No.
Because I want to hear radio again. Oh, radio.
Yeah.
It's called
Yeah.
YouTube.
That theme song is over. Okay.
It's called
is
YouTube.
Super over with the crowd. I guarantee you, if Zack Ryder came back with that theme song, it would be almost as over as Judas.
How about this?
Yeah. I think so.
Wow, really?
And if he went
do.
to do the fist bump, woo, 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 people would do it.
Yeah.
People would do it.
Wow.
It would be like the Yes chant.
Hey, the True Long Island story when it was out in 2011 was a big
It's
deal.
what started WWE's push to go into social media.
Yeah.
They were like,
It's a
"Oh
big
man,
deal.
we're missing out on social media."
Yeah, because remember
Facebook
they were pushing Tout before.
Tout.
was
Tout.
garbage.
Yeah.
The WWE app, which is like, hey, between matches when we go to commercial break, check it out on the WWE app. It's like, would you stop?
But I know we're taking away from Impact Sacrifice, but it's not really much of a sacrifice. But all that stuff is great, but the way they had him, his only best storyline was, what was it? Was the one with the cane? That was like his best moments in there, the storyline, I think.
That was not his best storyline. His best storyline was going after the U.S. title, where he finally won it off of Ziggler.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
But
And then they buried him with Kane. And then they buried him with Kane.
So I don't want to see the burying of the guy. Again, I like it. I also like Matt Cardona, but I just don't want to see the guy get buried. To come back to get buried.
You can come back as Zack Ryder and not get buried. It just has to do with the booking.
Oh, that's on
First
them.
thing you gotta do, have him Rough Rider John Cena. And be like, that's what you get for stealing my girl. And then it's just like, that's right. And then he puts on the shades and he says, Zack Ryder's back, baby. Boom!
All right, so let's get back to Impact. here.
WWE, call me. I'm open for booking.
I think you are.
Yeah, seriously.
Joe Henry wins that match against Brian Myers.
Yes, we all had Joe Henry on this. There was a lot of consensus picks.
Yeah.
Because this was the throwaway pay-per-view. And the reason is, no title matches. Because both the Impact Knockouts champ and the Impact World champ are out on injury and had to vacate their titles.
Yeah, yeah. This is a glorified house show.
Not a good look for Impact.
Hold on. I was about to call this a glorified house show. I'm going to say even worse. It's a much more glorified house show because some of those shows are house shows. But anyway, going back to this thing. Next matchup, Deonna Purrazzo defeated Giselle Shaw.
Singles match. Yep.
How was that on everyone? Everyone picked Deonna Purrazzo or anyone picked...
And everybody picked Deonna Purrazzo. That was pots and pans all over. Like, if we did a recording, my voice would have given out from pots and pans. this show does not have a lot of back and forth. We all kind of went the same route with a lot of this.
And the next match, which was the defining moment for me on this one, is
Yep, this is
PCO.
one for you.
PCO defeated
PCO.
Kenny King.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised with that.
Yeah, I am too. They
But-
gave it to the 40-year-olds.
Well, and again,
something year.
You
No,
guys-
he's in his 50s.
Even worse.
well, the thing is that there's a big storyline with PCO versus Eddie Edwards that he's been interfering in his matches, and at the end of most of the matches, he appears and they attack him. So they're running a storyline on this one. So just you have to know a little bit more about on the shows what's going on in this one, and to see that something like this was in the writing there, because this is not over until he faces Eddie Edwards. Then it's a good match.
Yeah, weren't they in a stable together? They were in a faction.
Yeah, the Honor No More.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were in
I
Honor
don't
No
know.
More, and now
Honor No
PCO's been kicked out, I guess.
He was
Yeah, I
kicked
think so.
out, and then everybody else left, and now it's just like Eddie Edwards and Kenny King are just like floating out there in their own against PCO.
I don't.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Exactly. Next matchup, X Division champion Trey Miguel defeated Lince Dorado for the X Division championship. So he retained. A lot of high flying dippity doo stuff.
Let me see. Yeah, everybody went Trey Miguel on this. Another pots and pans. Yep.
All right, and then we have a next matchup, which was Impact World Tag Team Champions Bullet Club, Ace Austin and Chris Bay versus TMDK, Shane Haskell and Bad Dude Tito in an Impact World Tag Team Championship where the Bullet Club retained. I have to say,
Yeah, everybody picked Bullet Club except for Main Event Jeff, who went with new champs because he thought this would not be a house show.
yeah. Oh,
He was mistaken.
I
He
like
was
that.
mistaken.
I like that name, Bad Dude Tito.
Man, I
Not-
mean,
it's not creative. That's why I like it.
the faction name feels like the title for a Donkey Kong game. Like it's the initials for a Donkey Kong. Too much Donkey Kong. N64 version. TMDK. That's why I'm like, I can't take this faction name seriously.
Yeah, change that name. So yeah, Vince will make it into a two-word name, Donkey Kong. I don't know. Here we go. Next matchup: Bully Ray versus Tommy Dreamer in a busted open match.
Everybody went Bully Ray on this. We pots and pans yet again.
Like
We all kind of saw the writing on the wall. Like, come on, Tommy Dreamer's putting people over if he comes back to wrestle. He's the Terry Funk ECW.
I wonder how many times they've had this match at their homes in their private rings. Like these guys know each other.
They're just like, hey, we're at it again, huh?
Yeah. So
Hey, Tommy!
come on over. Let's practice the moves. And they practiced, and they had this.
Hey, yo, hey.
Yeah, from
Get over here. I'm going to bust you open. Hit you with a bubba cutter.
So yeah, there was some interference during that match. But yeah. What? Scott D'Amore calls for a backup as Heath Ryan. Okay, hold on. After the match, the Good Hands continued assaulting on Dreamer. Yuta Yamura attempts to make the save, but by the numbers game catches up to him. Darren McCarthy jumps on the guardrail, which is the famous hockey player who was there as a guest for Tommy Dreamer. Bully tells Creed to let him go. A hockey fight breaks out at a wrestling match. It's kind of funny. Until Hotch and Skyler jump him from behind. McCarty gets put through a table. So a Hall of, I don't know if he's Hall of Famer, but a famous hockey player gets put through a table on Impact. Then President Scott D'Amore makes a return. D'Amore calls for backup, and Heath, Rhino, and Jonathan Grisham, Joe Henry, Mike Bailey hit the ring with him. D'Amore spikes Hotch with a Canadian Destroyer as Bully looks on in shock. So
Wow.
yeah, a lot of action happened on that match. After that match. So yeah, and by the way, you got to see that Canadian Destroyer he did. It was pretty good. That Scott D'Amore did.
Damn, that's crazy they did that.
Like, Scott D'Amore, what?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I thought he was gone. I thought with Santino Marella storyline there going on, but no.
Santino Marella took his job.
And then we had this was the last match. The last match of the night, which was Steve Macklin, Rich Swann, Frankie Kazarian versus Time Machine, Kushida, and Motor City Machine Gun. And
one heck of a faction name. I wish I could get in a time machine and start this year over.
So the Time Machine with Kushida and Motor City Machine Gun finishes the match. Steve Macklin was a replacement because Josh Alexander, like was mentioned earlier, was hurt. So he's now a part of that. And I believe Josh Alexander's putting up that championship. So I don't know.
Yeah, he vacated it before the pay-per-view. And all I gotta say is, Impact, make Heath your champ. Come on, do it, do it.
Oh, also too, Mickey James hurt, but so I don't get it. How are they gonna get out of this one? It's because they were supposed to have a match against Jordynne Grace.
No, they canceled the match basically.
No, they canceled the match. But now, what if she's hurt and she can't compete anymore for a few months? What are you gonna do? You have the Diva.
They're vacating the championship. She's on her retirement tour, so she has to lose the match. If she vacates the title, it doesn't count as losing a match.
All right. So I guess we'll see something later on down the line where she comes back. Oh, I never lost it, and then gets defeated and retires.
We're gonna see some hardcore country.
Yeah. Would have missed that. So that's our recap for Sacrifice, where I got a point. And let's see what happens.
Yeah.
We know one thing for sure.
I know one thing for sure. Lou, you're never hosting trivia again.
No.
Go ahead. What is it?
No. You have no point. Just like trivia.
Ooh, that's terrible.